Welcome to the 5 on 5. Today I'm joined by Carrie Chaput with the Rogue Valley Fire Prevention Cooperative. Carrie, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So the Rogue Valley Fire Prevention Cooperative, what is it? What do you guys do?
Well, we represent the 20 different agencies in Southern Oregon. We work under the direction of the Fire Chiefs Association, and it was really put together to help with prevention and outreach and education. One of the biggest challenges, I'd say, of emergency planning is preparing our community, and that's what we need you for.
I see. And you know, you talk a lot about campers, which of course a lot of Oregonians love to go camping, that campers need to think ahead. What do you mean by that?
Well, our seasonal messages that we send out now through the Rogue Valley Fire Prevention Cooperative now is dealing with camping. People are going out and enjoying the great recreation that we offer in Southern Oregon. What we want them to think about is, because we're in fire season now, and every fire season is different. But in these last 2 years, we've had drought, and it's that cumulative effect that makes the potential for this fire season to be really quite dramatic, unless people are just a little more aware. So what we're hoping is this great teamwork here and networking is getting our community to be a little bit more aware, situational awareness, the things that can affect fire behavior. For instance, when they're picking a campsite, look for a nice clean area to make their campfire. But be aware of the fire conditions that, like weather, the dryness, winds. Those are all things that affect fire behavior. So I guess, you know, most importantly is to make sure their campfire is out when they leave. Not even leave a little smoldering, because in these conditions, as you know, the wind comes up in the afternoon. And it's just so prone with that one ember is all it takes. So weather is one, topography is another. Looking at the hillsides and the dry grasses and the fuels. That's what we're asking, is them to just pay a little attention, have a great time, but don't let it turn into a disaster.
Right, and a lot of good things to think about. We'll have much more with Carrie Chaput when we return. Stay with us. Welcome back. Again, I'm joined here by Carrie Chaput with the Rogue Valley Fire Prevention Cooperative.
That's right.
So we just got done talking a little bit about thinking ahead when you're camping, but there are little things you can do to be prepared, you know, personally, right?
Absolutely, Christine. There's just the little things that you can do, not only when you're camping, but at home. When a wildfire approaches, it just happens so quickly, faster than they can expect. And if they plan ahead, that is our biggest challenge and thing that we can do, is prepare them, have them think ahead. What would they do? What would they take? If they had to escape, do they have a good escape route? That's when they pick their camping spot to think about that. If a fire comes, how are they going to get out? What are they going to take? At home, they can do the same thing. Remove some of the flammable things from around their home. Definitely look at their roofs and gutters. It's where the embers can nestle in that is really a problem. Embers travel a mile ahead of a fire, and see, they don't realize that. So if they can take care of those things, those flammable items around their home, now during wildfire season, they really improve their survivability.
What if somebody is caught out there, you know, people go camping, we were just talking about it, and a wildfire erupts somehow and they're just in the woods? What's the best thing to do?
Well, is one, to know an escape route, have somebody else know where their location. Be sure to tell people when you're going, let them know. So if there is a concern, you know, the sheriff or someone can come find them, help them. But if you're smelling smoke, I'm sure there are places where you get your campsite, where you check in with the local authorities and find out what's happening. There's always a fire camp, but your local authorities would be able to give you the information.
And really quickly, if anyone has any more questions, or if they're looking for tips online, where can they go?
To their local fire agency. And actually, a very good resource is the Oregon Department of Forestry's southwestoregonfire.com.
Okay, good information and definitely things to think about, especially now that we're in fire season. Carrie, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for the opportunity.
We'll be right back.